Welcome back to Lab Cyber, and yes, we do have to talk about Cloud Mythos yet again because it has made the news once again. Now, it was only last month, the whole story. Anthropic announced to the world this brand new, very dangerous AI model called Cloud Mythos that was so good at discovering zero-day vulnerabilities. So they said we're going to keep it in-house, we cannot release it to the public, and there was a lot of pushback, okay? A lot of people jumped on my video saying, nah, it's not true. This is simply Anthropic exaggerating the abilities of Cloud Mythos because they want to inflate the perceived value of Anthropic as an AI model. And I said that, no, I actually don't think Anthropic are lying. I don't think it's an exaggeration. And even if they were exaggerating, it's only going to be a matter of time before we start having AI models that can actually do the things that Anthropic claim Cloud Mythos could. Now, fast forward to last week, and I made a video talking about this particular report. This is from the GTIG, the Google's threat intelligence group. And in their AI threat tracker report, they confirmed that they discovered some threat actors or hackers using a publicly available AI model to not only discover a zero-day vulnerability, but also to weaponize it. Again, a publicly available AI model. It could be an AI model that you are using. It could have been DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, nobody knows. So my point in that video was that, look, if a publicly available AI model already has the ability to discover zero-day vulnerabilities, then why is it so hard to believe that Cloud Mythos can actually do what Anthropic are claiming it can? Which now brings us nicely to today's video. This comes from, or today's story rather, this comes from a company called Caliph, a security company based in California. And they say that Apple spent 5 years building hardware and software to make memory corruption exploits dramatically harder. Our engineers working together with Mythos built a working exploit in 5 days. Now, I'm going to later on in the video tell you more about this memory integrity enforcement, why it is very, very powerful, and why Mythos being able to crack this is actually quite insane. But from the same blog from Caliph, down here, they say that memory corruption remains the most common vulnerability class everywhere, including iOS and macOS. In security, if you can't fully prevent something, you accept the risk or mitigate it by making exploitation more expensive. But mitigations are not cheap. If performance didn't matter, many security problems would be easy to solve, which is true. Apple is smart and controls the full stack, so they pushed many of these defenses into hardware and made bypassing them significantly harder. The latest flagship example is the MIA, the Memory Integrity Enforcement. Now, what exactly is this MIA and why is it so badass? Now, this is easily one of the most impressive security features ever released by Apple. And I would say one of the most impressive security features released by any tech company, period. Now, what this does exactly is that, look, the kernel, right? The kernel is what you might call the heartbeat of any operating system, whether it's Windows or Mac. The kernel basically controls all interactions between hardware and software. If you have an application running on your computer who wants to make use of memory or storage, it needs to gain the permission of the kernel before it can actually access those hardware components. So think of the kernel as kind of like the gateway, okay? It controls all interactions between hardware and software. And anyone who is able to gain control or gain access to this particular kernel basically has full access over the entire operating system. You can think of it as running on super admin privileges, but with steroids. Like, you basically can do just about anything that you want to do. And as you can imagine, hackers, of course, being able to gain access to the kernel is kind of like the holy grail. So what exactly this does, this memory integrity enforcement, it is Apple's attempt to make kernel memory corruption exploits practically useless. The point here is that even if an attacker somehow, by some chance, was able to corrupt memory, which is of course the foundation of most kernel exploits, the hardware itself will try to validate the memory in real time. And the thing is, it will block the corrupted state from being executed. Now, to make this even more difficult, besides the real-time verification or integrity, is the fact that the memory integrity enforcement, It is enforced at the chip level, at a hardware level, not at the operating system level. Now, if it was at the operating system level, it might make things a little bit easier because now you're dealing with software. But the fact that it is enforced at the chip level, which is hardware, makes things significantly harder. So I will just say that, look, even if you were to bring about the best hackers in the world, it would be incredibly difficult for them to actually crack this. Keep in mind that Apple spent 5 years and a lot of money developing this particular hardware feature. Now, if this report is to be believed from Caliph, they, together with Claude Mythos, were able to build a working exploit in just 5 days. They say that, look, Claude Mythos didn't do it all by itself. This wasn't an autonomous operation. But the fact is that Claude Mythos did most of the work, okay? Yes, they had a few of the security engineers also, do some work, but the majority of the heavy lifting was done by Claude Mythos. So this, once again, is further evidence that Claude Mythos is the real deal. I think it's time we stopped accusing Anthropic of exaggeration, at least as far as Claude Mythos is concerned, because there's been way too much evidence at this point to suggest that Claude Mythos is in fact the real deal, and that Anthropic were not lying when they said that Claude Mythos is way too powerful to be released to the general public. Now, there's two ways to look at this new development, okay? There's the good news and there's the bad news, okay? Claude Mythos at this point is basically a double-edged sword. It is good because, yes, we have an AI model so powerful that it can actually discover zero-day vulnerabilities, even in something as really, really tough as the memory integrity enforcement for Apple. But at the same time, the fact that Claude Mythos now exists, the technology exists, what this simply means is that if it somehow falls into the hands of threat actors and black hat cyber criminals, things could get really, really bad. Things could get really, really ugly. But I guess the point of this video is to once again confirm that Claude Mythos is the real deal and that Anthropic were not lying when they said that it is very, very powerful. So let me know what your thoughts are. Are you still believing that now Anthropic are lying? Do you believe that Caliph are also exaggerating or leaving certain things out? Are you saying you don't believe this story? I'd love to hear from you if that's your opinion. If you have any other opinion, if you do agree that Claude Mythos is in fact real, that it is in fact a very, very powerful AI model, I'd also love to hear from you as well. Put your comments down in the comment section below. And if you're new here to the channel, welcome to Lab Cyber. My name is Alex. I cover stories around the world of cybersecurity and AI. So if you do enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.